Well, some of you may know that I'm trying to do this move, and it's not going well. All right. Now, I have moved a lot in my life. Even when I was a kid, just my father trying to move up the corporate ladder. We moved around a lot, and so I mean, even by the time I was, through my teenage years, I'd wound up moving a lot, and I'm trying to do it again. And in a lot of ways, this is the most traumatic move of any of them, even including the 2 times in my life that I've been evicted. Here's the thing. Here's why it's going so badly. I'm trying to get to LA, where my stepfather has gotten a job. He's a banker, and a low-level one. He's not like your $16 million a year bonus style banker guy. I wouldn't mind if he was. But, initially the whole family was going to move out there. Now it looks like his job may be insecure. I don't want to get too deep into that. It's really, it's not my business to be relating to anybody. Okay, my business is essentially that I've been here in my mother's condo for a while in rural New Hampshire, where it has not been easy to secure employment, and that anything that can go wrong is going wrong. And the reason it's going wrong is because nobody can do anything right anymore. Now, if you're a regular person, and I found this out when I got pulled over for a busted taillight and blew .08, which is the absolute minimum to be considered DUI, and lost my license for 60 days and had to sit around this fucking house because it's rural New Hampshire. It's not like I can just go, grab the subway or something. And trying to do this, and it really, I think, I can't go through all the examples because YouTube wouldn't let me have a video that long. But the prime example is the garbage hauler people. There are things here that my mother does not want to store at her other house, which is of course already full of furniture, that she's also trying to sell. Initially so we could move to California, but now even that's in doubt. Anyway, but I tried to sell things on Craigslist. I sold a few things on Craigslist, not as much as we'd wanted. Some stuff is left over, still perfectly usable stuff, but it would cost more to keep it than it would be to essentially throw it out. So I've tried to find somebody, trash haulers, basically, a guy with a truck, which in New Hampshire, there's a lot of guys with trucks around. I mean, New Hampshire is kind of like Texas with maple syrup. Right? But I just wanted somebody to come. Okay, here's our stuff. Your website says, they have a website, because every schmuck's got a website nowadays. Here's the stuff. I want you to come, tell me how much it's going to cost to haul my stuff away, and then you can keep it, and if you can sell it, okay, good. I have stuff I don't want. You take things from people who don't want stuff, and then they pay you for the stuff, and then you might even make money from the stuff that you take. Well, originally scheduled for last Thursday at 5. They call me at 4:15. They're like, well, we're on another job site. It's running late. We don't know if we can get there in time on 5. Can we schedule for Sunday at 11:30? And I'm like, I used to work these kind of jobs. No problem. I get it. And I'm an agreeable guy. She's a pleasant lady on the phone or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, sure, absolutely, okay. Well, they're disappeared on Sunday. They don't show up. I write them an email after calling them twice, and she writes back and says, oh, I apologize, we've been out of town since last Wednesday. Well, I talked to you on Thursday afternoon, so no, you weren't. The reason that you have a cell phone, in your pocket is so that if somebody calls while you're wandering around the big world, nearby cell phone tower sends a little signal to your cell phone and you can talk. Hello? Yes, well, I'm sorry. Whatever. Or, I'm on my way. I'm coming to do the thing that I told you I was going to do that you are going to pay me for. You're going to overpay me for it, but I'm on my way. Or we'll reschedule. You know, they didn't show up on the Sunday, and we were supposed to have things out of here on Wednesday, which is tomorrow, and supposed to close on Friday this week, and the house needs to be absolutely empty, and now they won't return my phone calls, they won't return my emails, because they just can't do it. The job is, take this shit, put it in the truck, take it away, I give you money. And they can't do that. And that's the thing, is everything about this is going that way. I think I have to give my dog away, alright? Which is heartbreaking. Some of you who may know me, ISIS has been a big part of my life. I don't know that I can take care of her anymore. Well, I can't get anybody on the phone at the animal shelter who could possibly arrange an adoption for her. The people, my parents, this condo is paid off. Okay, the mortgage is paid off. It has been satisfied. The deed company didn't do what it was supposed to do, which was to register the satisfaction of the mortgage. Not happening. I mentioned the bank isn't doing. Having the rim of one of my tires bent while it was parked, and the wheel deflated a little bit. I didn't notice because I couldn't move my car for 60 days because I blew .08, and the cops did everything wrong. They misfiled my paperwork. But, you know, I'm still in trouble. They're not in any trouble. They misfiled my paperwork. The court said, no, you got to delay the paperwork. It got to delay the trial date. And, you know, so nobody can do anything right anymore, apparently. Nothing can be done correctly anymore. Now, if you're a regular person, you better do everything, every single fucking thing right. Because if you don't, they're going to bust you on it. You are going to get in trouble. They're going to fine you. Something's going to go wrong. It will create an inconvenience. It's going to cause you a problem. But geez, if you're like the government, and there was a thing with my license getting it back, that they had told me, well, you can just send us in this payment and then we'll mail your license back to you. But then I did that, and then I called, where's my license? And they said, well, you got to go back in to, you know, deal with some paperwork. Because now you have a red letter license, young man. You know, we want to make sure that every cop who ever pulls you over again knows that you could be anything from somebody who had a busted taillight and blew a .08 going to the store for cigarettes, or, you know, a recently paroled murderer. Because I did something wrong, but the state didn't do anything. The trash people can't do anything. The deed company can't do. Nobody can do anything right anymore. And I mean, civilization is collapsing underneath us. I mean, we're talking, you know, fuck. That's all I got.